a breast lift to reduce the areola. Yes, ma'am, it is. Can I combine fat grafting with a mastopexy for an asymmetry? Yes, you can. And I think this is, I mean, I don't do much fat grafting in cosmetic breast surgery, although I do a lot of cosmetic breast surgery, and I used to do a lot of fat grafting. I love fat grafting. I think it's a great technique, and I love it as a technique. But I find that the results are quite subtle. But actually, this is quite a good indication for it. If there's an asymmetry, a mild asymmetry, then you could do fat grafting to the smaller breast to try and give it a bit of volume. The problem with fat grafting is it's expensive and the results are often subtle. So I would have a discussion with you, and if it's a mild volume discrepancy, it may be better to just do a small reduction of the bigger breast. Would be certainly a lot of an easier procedure to do a small reduction of the bigger breast to get that asymmetry balanced, rather than fat grafting of the smaller breast. But if you really didn't want to be any smaller, then fat grafting would be an option. And if it's a big difference between the breasts, then implants still, in my practice, the way to get a significant increase in volume in the breast, a significant noticeable increase in volume of the breast. Implants are still the gold standard, despite all the media and all the problems and all the issues that people talk about. It's still the gold standard for increasing the volume of the breast in a predictable fashion. I would love fat grafting to be able to replace it, because it's natural, it's in your own tissue, you don't get any long-term problems, and it's a lovely technique to do. But the results are subtle, it takes a long time, the procedure is therefore quite expensive. And so one of my big things is I always want happy patients, and I don't want to have someone who spends a lot of money and doesn't have a significant result that they're unhappy about. And that is what you run the risk of with fat grafting. So it's all about patient selection and telling patients about what they can hope to achieve to ensure that's the right thing for them. But if it is the right thing for them, fantastic, love it, great procedure. And as I say, that would be a good option because it's just one breast. If you've got an asymmetry, you're just putting it back into one breast. The problem comes a lot of people if they think they're going to have it for a cosmetic augmentation. And again, I know people do it out there, so I don't want to be too negative about it. In my hands, it is subtle, the volume increase. And so I still think breast implants have got it at the moment, rather than fat grafting. But yeah, good.